The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I'll say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a visit.
Shoots! Oh, it's hit the post!
Danger averted for now. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
That's a shade optimistic.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Bangladesh clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Goes for a shot!
It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And it's Yaya Toure. Now there's a fine ball.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar showing good feet.
It's Neymar! Neymar! This boy is showbiz! A finish right from the top drawer.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Italy have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise.
Messi! And he's really put himself on the line here. Up he goes! He scores! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Yaya Toure is the team's great visionary. Looking for options for movement. It's Chris! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's been shifted off it. Vitinha conjures time and space where few can. Neymar. And he was quick to react.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Italy finding their passes. Adams. Odo. No, that's been intercepted. And we've reached half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Italy kick off the second half.
Italy are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And this is Ronaldo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's shifting through the gears here. Vitinha. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, some tackle that. And it's Otto. Now it's Williams. And he's managed to get free. And he's had it nicked away. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now that looks a decent ball. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Vitinha. Pass is just off target. And now they can clear their lines.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Italy can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Neymar. There he goes, motoring forward. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution.
Great chance here from position A1. Cristiano Ronaldo!
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
Italy have their second corner now.
Number 5, Adams. Number 12, Van Basten. Number 19.
Terrific header!
Number 7.
Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Royce.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pele.
Number 20, Stoichkov. Number 10.
Decent chance!
Number 15.
And somehow he managed to miss it.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Italy have their third corner. Van Basten can get it clear.
Italy clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Piqué calmly anticipates. Neymar. Now this could be a... Can he finish? It's a loose ball. Oh, what has happened here? Royce, always looking for that half a chance. And this is Neymar. And that pass just didn't quite work. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Real chance! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! A momentary lapse. That's that, the end. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to...
One win ai còn vào đây one win ai.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Now it's Pele. Chiellini gets a foot in here. Now it's Haaland. That's a shade optimistic. Vitinha. Knocks it into space. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, played right into his path. And he shoots! He's scored! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Bangladesh are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal. And
it's Pele!
Pele really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Quality ball. Nicely shaped ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. Yaya Toure is the team's great visionary. Neymar looking for a runner. It's a goal kick. Italy are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And it's Zanetti. Tries to pass it through. It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, there's a probing ball. Yaya Toure. Almost half an hour in now. Neymar, looking for the run. Pele. Danger averted for now. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Tries to play it through. That looks a good ball through. Cristiano Ronaldo! And no one is overly concerned about that.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Vitinha. He stands tall and strong. Cafu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Vitinha. Oh, easy pickings there. And he was quick to react.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution for Italy, number 17, Vitinha. Coming on
That
the
gets
field
things going
is
for the second half.
Number 20, Zico.
Italy can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! No mistake! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Can he latch on to this? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's tried one! And that is wildly off target.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Now it's Haaland. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can.
Big chance! Goal, Italy! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Header! He will be livid with himself.
Substitution.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Bonucci gets over and intercepts. Now it's Pelé. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a key interception. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Pelé. Aimed beyond the defence. A hefty... He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. So this to extend their lead.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And here's Neymar. Schneider. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
There will be 5 minutes.
There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. 5 minutes to add. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Great vision. Well, there's your danger man. A title that is entirely justified. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that's it. Italy have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Cristiano Ronaldo claiming the Man of the Match award. And there...
छैन कर्म त बिचै हानेको छैन मलाई हान्न आउँदैन नि त दाइ मलाई ब्लिच हान्नै आउँदैन
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Tony Adams. Now, there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
And he's managed to get free. McAllister did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Threads one in. Passing is crisp and sharp. This might spell danger. Gerrard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, easy pickings there. Aimed beyond the defence. Ronaldo is fouled. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Showing good feet. Doué going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Doué! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. No, he's not getting any further than that. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Looking for the run, Doué. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Bonucci. Neymar goes steaming forward. And he's on his way! Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's good vision. And it's made its way to him. Oh, important interception. Yaya Toure. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. McAllister. Mateus. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, what a ball! It's Neymar! Goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be hit.
And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Italy having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Now he's got space here. Can he latch on to this? Doué proves just a little bit too strong. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Zico running with the ball. Neymar. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Doué. Tries to play it through. That ball looks a good one. Chance for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Yaya Toure. Passes short and sharp. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
And he's heaved it away.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Can he get on the end of it? Shoots! Should have equalised.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
Half an hour gone in the second half. And he's intervened well there.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
McAllister, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. 1-0 as we head towards the end. He has found the way through. Chiellini does well to stand firm and defend it. And he's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Chiellini gets rid without sophistication.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, good ball! Lovely, now then. Adams. And there goes the final whistle. Italy have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Neymar taking in the action. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fella, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And it's De Bruyne. Raul. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Vitinha. He has found the way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Yaya Toure. Neymar hurtling down that right flank. Neymar proves just a little bit. Neymar! Danger averted for now. So it is still 0-0. Yaya Toure is the team's great visionary. That's a good ball out wide. That's a good run down the left. And it's made its way to him. Otto. De Bruyne. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Raul. Neymar. He's picked his... And the shot! Oh, crossbar! Vitinha. And here's Messi. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. And that's a dangerous ball. Shot, surely! Thuram can get it clear. He's in a great position here. And he's straight offside.
Neymar plays a sharp little ball here. There's a no-nonsense tackle. And the whistle goes for half-time. It has been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started. 0-0. Substitution for Italy.
Vitinha. Number 10.
Here we go again.
Eucharist.
So neither side has yet broken through.
Number 20. Zico. Number 22.
And he cuts out the supply. Pelé. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Zico! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Looking to play him in. Throw in. Italy do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And he's managed to get free. And he gets rid in a hurry. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now the ball... Oh, smashing header! Otto gets good distance on it. Zico, showing good feet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, nice touch. Spread out to the left. Raul. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got... He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well, that's an excellent interception. Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Toure spots it and intercepts.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Well, there's the clearance. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Thinks about the shot. And time is up. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side.
होइन कर्म दाइ यही फर्मेसन मेरो बवाल छ क्या अघि उयो भएन क्या मेरो त्यो भिटिनालाई मैले अर्कै पाराले ट्रेन हानेको थिएँ नि त अनि त्यो भएर हो क्या अब हुन्छ अघि चान्स पाएको हुँदा यार हान्दै हान्दैन तपाईँले यो हेडिङहरू बढाएर होला मैले बल उयो गर्नै पाएको छैन फिनिसिङ 93 मात्र छ है हजुरले हेडिङहरू बढाउनु भएको रहेछ 95 जति चाहिन्छ क्या फिनिसिङ स्ट्राइकरहरूको हजुरले त्यो प्रोग्रेसन पोइन्ट चेन्ज नहान्नु भनेर नहानेको हो क्या मैले
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a...
Here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
David De Gea, simply because of the remarkable strides he's made to earn the worldwide
Chance! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Now it's Batistuta. He is through here. Showing good feet. Del Piero! Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
And it's Neymar. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vitinha. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Edmilson. And he's had it nicked away. Quarter of an hour played. And this is Batistuta. And he's lost his man here. And this is Eto! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that was very necessary. Passing nice and neat. Well, that's an excellent interception. So it is still 0-0. Neymar, good driving run. Neymar tries making a foray down the right. It's Neymar! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Neymar probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
And here's the chance to counter. Oh, perfectly measured that. An uncompromising challenge. Eto was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Cristiano Ronaldo! It's hit the upright. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, it's a great ball here. Vitinha with the clearance. Now it's Del Piero. Now, can they get him away? He's onside. He's got away. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, shooting chance! No way through, so back it comes. Oh, good-looking ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bonucci makes the interception. Now it's Zico. Zico. Zanetti. Fired deep to climb. And there is the half-time whistle. So neither team were able to take
The lead, but it certainly has
खै
to be
हो
for
कर्नर
the lack of
खेलिरहेको फिनिसिङै हान्दैन र हौ कुनै प्लेयरले
halfway point. Italy ended that first half in such a
Shot
strong
खिच्दा पनि
fashion. I
सटै
think we'll just
नहान्दिन
have to
हौ
wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Italy clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going.
And Del Piero! Now that has posed a few awkward questions. Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more. Right picks it up from the goal kick. And he's managed to get free. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Neymar. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And this is Batistuta. Shapes to shoot! And that was probably asking just too much. Pele. Now that looks a decent ball. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Now it's Eto'o. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found the way through. Batistuta! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Nicked it back promptly. Neymar. This is it then, now or never.
Italy really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And it's Neymar. Threads one in. Oh, good take in a good area. Denied brilliantly.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game.
बैड लॉग ही चली गई क्यों यार
That's really well cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Zico. He's a sharp little ball here. Now then, the ball's come loose.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 1 minute at a
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Great ball, and he's in here. Big chance! Roberto Carlos with the clearance. Zanetti oh, what a climb! Oh, it's in! Finally! Kicked that one out. It was a bullet.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Relief finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory.
Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
I'm afraid to tell
Cristiano
you that
Ronaldo
we're expecting
claiming the
traffic
Man
to
of the
be
Match
heavy
award.
after the
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Once described as being born offside, Filippo Inzaghi feels like the last of a dying breed, doesn't he?
Yeah, and I feel sometimes he doesn't get the credit he fully deserves, because I think he's one of the most intelligent strikers around too. His game is all about anticipation, positioning and speed over those first 3 yards.
Good old-fashioned poacher, in other words.
Exactly, and you don't score that many goals without having something extra about you.
And we have our very first corner. Thuram attempts a clearance. Good ball, good take. And now a sudden chance to counter. Steaming on. He's having a shot! It's there! The breakthrough strike! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Threads one in. And this is Neymar.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Makalele did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Inzaghi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's been slipped through. Chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Neymar. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Pelé, and that's gone loose. Can he get on the end of this? Well, that's an excellent interception. Muller going about things with real menace. Zanetti.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Bangladesh are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Pelé. Neymar. That ball looks a good one. Cristiano Ronaldo. Abiati gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Makalele. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution for Italy, number 20, Zico. Coming on the field is number 8, Rui Costa.
Here we go again.
Italy really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's Neymar. Rui Costa conjures time and space where few can. Rui Costa. It's Rui Costa!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Italy come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Looking to play him in. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Oh, that's delightful. It's run loose here. And that has put paid to that. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And this is Inzaghi. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Italy really could have done without this. To further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Vitinha.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He won't be happy with that one. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run.
Inzaghi! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Italy perhaps contemplating their next change here. He's got away. And he shoots! It's a goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. No way through. Edmilson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Nice bit of trickery. He could be in here. Pele!
Italy really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And the pass is intercepted. And that's it. Italy can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the surprise...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Sandro Tonali, was being touted as being one of Italy's greatest midfield talents. Remember the season he got a side promoted into the Italian top flight, 17 years of age, I think, and he was the mainstay in a team at that early age, playing in virtually every game and dictating the play. He stands out, doesn't matter how old he is.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And that is as far as they're going to go. Zico. Looking for options for movement. Granit Xhaka. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Neymar. Knocks it into space. Quarter of an hour played. Pele can see things others simply cannot. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Italy with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Vitinha! Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Can he get on the end of this? Neither side yet able to find the net. It looks a good ball through. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Driving forward.
Oh, great feat that.
He's got away. And the shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
That's been slipped through. He's picked his way through. Real chance! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Stood up well to him there. That's a little off target. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. It's just beyond his reach. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's burst through!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are back underway.
Italy clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. A heavy challenge.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Zico gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Madrid choosing to make the first change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Can he get it through? That's good pressing, squeezing the play. The ball has bounced loose now. Vitinha! Brilliant by Vitinha! A finish of true class! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Italy have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Nicely weighted ball, and he's picked it up out wide, and a shot! And he's there to belt it away. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And here's Azar. Zico looking to penetrate opposition lines. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apology. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's found a way through. Chance for a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then.
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever wingers. He can run and beat defenders. We've seen that all so often. And he can get from box to box if needed.
Yeah, well, he does have an extraordinary work rate. And, oh, what has happened here? Pele providing an outlet on that flank. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Out of play for a throw. Chooses to go back. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram. Cristiano Ronaldo. Donadoni. He won't be happy with that one. That is a great pick out. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pings in across. Terrific header! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves...
Shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Thuram gets it away. Italy are looking to go forward now. Donadoni, ambitious ball here. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Oh, that's fabulous. Shot, and the shot! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fantastic from Ronaldo! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. He just absolutely speared that in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Zico. Neymar.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And it's Zico. And he's found a way past. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Vitinha. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Italy absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Italy 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Raul.
Here we go again.
17, De Bruyne. Number 10.
Oh, it's Batistuta. He's in a face-to-face. Real chance! He scores! And they are right back within touch. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Big chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Italy grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Kvaratskhelia for Szoboszlai. And it's Kimmich. Kvaratskhelia. Zanetti spots it and intercepts. And a chance! Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. A probing pass. Pele! It is a fantastic goal! About as smooth as it gets. It is no contest. It is a landslide. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, he likes those, doesn't he? That's another one for his collection.
Things looking so... It's Neymar! Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught on it here. No way through, so back it comes. Zico! And he seemed certain to get the 6th.
Zico clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Nuno Mendes. And this is Ronaldo. Knocks it out wide. And this is Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, there's the clearance. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Goal! Barcelona! Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Italy finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Van Dijk is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Vitinha. Has a look and plays it forward. Valverde. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And they can counter here. Neymar. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Havertz. Now it's Valverde, and he welcomes it in. And the finish! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Things starting... And a chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Havertz has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Havertz picks it up from the goal kick. Italy are still behind as we reach out for half-time. He's found a way through. And that's another good win of the ball. Valverde. Havertz. And it's Valverde. Zico. Now it's Pelé. Out towards the flank. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And there's the end of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Italy really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Great vision. Great ball if he can get there. Shoots! Oh, the ball. That's another chance. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
हजुर हजुर आज दाइ ठिक छ खबर ठीक छ हजुरको के छ
And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. Italy are looking to go forward now.
मेरो साउन्ड आएको छैन र दाइ
Pass their way through. Oh, what a chance! And he looked every bit the assured
मेरो साउन्ड
keeper
आएको
there.
छैन
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Corner number 2 then. Well, he got rid because he was under
सानो
pressure.
आयो रोक्नु है हेलो हेलो अब कत्रो आयो दाइ के भएको
Really can't be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
हेलो हेलो यतिको ठिक हुन्छ होला दाइ अब कत्रो छ दाइ
Corner number 3 coming up.
ए हस् हस् दाइ
Bonucci tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter.
ला
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
त्यो
It
चाहिँ
looked as though that might
भयो
lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Owen. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. We're 75 minutes on the clock now. Pass somewhat off target. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up with the process speed.
Can he finish? No
गेम्सको
mistake.
ब्याकग्राउन्डको साउन्ड बढिरहेछ के को साउन्ड दाइ फ्यानको हो
There was no reaching that. He had the whole picture in
फ्यानहरूको
his
साउन्ड
head,
आएको हो
Peter.
कि
He didn't even
उयो
look at the
उसको
goal.
गाडीहरूको हस् 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 राजु दाइ
we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Ashraf Hakimi, who has proven himself at...
Chance, surely! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Cristiano Ronaldo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
That looks a decent ball. Vitinha, and it's Neymar. Bonucci. Edmilson. Tries to play it through. Really fierce, close defending. Azar. Oh, nicely intercepted. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He can run onto that. Real chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So, a breakthrough already. And no surprise, that's a booking. Edmilson. And here's Neymar. Oh, really good feet. Can he finish? Just not quite happening for him just now.
They really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Italy are behind here despite their domination of possession. That has been cut short. Threads one in, and he's worked it through. Oh, what a mistake! Shapes to shoot!
He was there to get a vital touch. I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 13.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first.
Coming on to replace him is number 23.
Well, there's the clearance. Italy are looking to go forward now. Has a look and plays it forward. Edmilson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Xabi Alonso deals with that comfortably. And it's Edmilson. Great vision. And he plays one through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Good effort from distance. Oh, nearly, but not quite. Pele. Zico. Neymar really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Hazard with the delivery.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Zico. And here's Kane. Deep into stoppage time. Vitinha. And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the action is back on the way.
Italy can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Pelé has been caught there, it's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. And here's Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Zico. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Can he get on the end of this? Zico receives it in a wide position. A mighty effort! He's scored! Italy are back in business! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, he can't... Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Xavi Alonso has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And this is Kane. Zico. And it's Neymar. Kane. That is ended up in no man's land. Zanetti. Here's Vitinha. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pelé. Xavi Alonso. Hazard. Hazard looking to get on the end of this. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's bustling through here. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied. Mateus! That was travelling. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on the field is number 12, Thibaut Courtois. Substitutions taking place.
Edmilson. Italy have it back and can go again. And that is a little undercooked. And that pass just didn't quite work. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Pelé.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Xavi Alonso. Chance here to counter. That ball looks a good one. He's found the way through. Takes a shot! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And there goes the final whistle. Italy can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness me, despite all of that, he's priceless to any team, isn't he?
Yeah, he's living proof of the benefits of keeping it simple, Peter. He's there to win the ball, and once he does that, he's just going to play it short and stick to his position a little deeper in midfield.
Which all sounds very easy, but it's brought him one mighty pile of success down the years.
And it works a treat, provided he's paired with the right folks around him.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And that was very necessary. Mateus. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oyarzabal. Brilliant save from Buffon! And he's taking no chances there. Italy yet to have an attempt on goal. Deftly away. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Thinks about the shot. Caught offside that time. Mikel Oyarzabal is always scanning the pitch for targets. He's got away. Tries a shot! Goal! Al Nassr take the lead. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Baresi cuts it out. Al Nassr applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be...
Big header! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's made its way to him. Mateus! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he get on the end of this? Look at the space here. And he's away. Shot, surely! It's in! And again they hit the front. Not a defender in... And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Italy can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even...
Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
It's full on! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Lofted it. A header!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Zanetti. He won't be happy with that one. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up.
Pele! Xavi Alonso. And that is a little undercooked.
Oh, really well played.
And he's had it nicked away. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
It's a really well-measured ball. Well, that has not gone well. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Just about up to 75 minutes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Zanetti. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Neymar was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Tonali was in no mood for any of that.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Neymar. And no, he's seen through all of that. Edmilson. Just 5 minutes remaining now. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And this is Ronaldo, just the goalkeeper to beat. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So is this the start of a comeback? And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
Now there's a great block, if ever there was one.
Has been indicated.
Ambitious ball here. And this is Inzaghi. Filippo Inzaghi is on his own. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Italy desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Bonucci making himself the star of this show. Hard to believe, really, that he's already made it up to 300 appearances.
Well, Peter, it's remarkable considering I still remember covering his first game, with you in fact. He really has come an awful long way, hasn't he?
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And Cristiano Ronaldo! Mendes is there to clear.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Batistuta. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That is good alertness. Still goalless. Can he get on the end of this? That is lovely. He's shifting through the gears here. It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, what has happened here? Here's a chance! And here's the chance to counter. A heavy challenge. Neymar. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. It's Neymar! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Raul. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nuno Mendes with the cross. And this is Ronaldo. Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Bale. Goes for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Burnley with the corner, they're first. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now they can spring out of defence.
This is the time you need that pace.
Could move up a gear here. Good ball over the top. Cristiano! Oh, off the bar! Raul. Stood up well to him there. Pelé. Threads one in. Zanetti. Now the cross. He gets big! And it's come back out to him. They've scored!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we...
And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Italy really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Italy happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Italy carrying a one-goal lead. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Zico is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's a very decent ball. He's having a shot! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Nuno Men. A header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Raul is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that has been cleared. Italy are looking to go forward now.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Olmo. Bonucci. Zico. Pelé. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Vitinha. Out towards the flank. Fired deep towards the back post. Ball is over the line. Oh, nice touch. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Picked out brilliantly. Poor, robust challenge. Bonucci did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now that's well seen too. Italy can consider themselves just about safe now. Now it's Neymar. Raul. That's a nicely shaped ball. Just a shot at goal! And it's in! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Burnley give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Tries a shot! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Italy can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Ricky Puig, Jim, another midfield maestro from that Catalan production line.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Italy finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He's in plenty of space here. Bonucci gets it away. And the volley. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Hullet. And this is Batistuta. Zico. Belletti. And it's Zico. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Costa Curta. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Cristiano Ronaldo. He might be in here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Cristiano Ronaldo! Now it's Pelé. Very nicely done. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Van Dijk cuts it out. Vitinha. Pelé. Valverde. Now it's Darwin. That is good alertness. Vitinha. Pelé can so cleverly bypass the press. And this is Zico.
Italy certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Strong running down that left flank. Neymar. Valverde. Now it's Darwin. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Italy really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Italy come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Gerrard. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Italy finding their passes. Pelé. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Almost an hour gone. And that has left him in a heap. Tries to play it through.
Italy really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Belletti. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, given away. Tries a shot! It's in! Italy are back in business! That was easy, almost too easy.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Substitution on the field, number 15.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Italy grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal, Italy! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Pelé. It's Pelé! Superb from Pelé! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Italy go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming?
Oh, shooting! Off the post! And they're quick to get it back. And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Rồi mình có thể
3 minutes added time.
Zico. And here's Kane. Deep into stoppage time. Vitinha. And the first 45 minutes. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here.
A proven leader, a proven winner, and a talisman for both club and country, Peter.
Yeah, Gareth Bale is certainly all of those things.
You could almost say he's the perfect attacker, easily one of the fastest players around. And remember all that beautiful technical football that was done at speed, because he always had that pace in his game. And remember his aerial strength too. He was very, very good heading a football.
And that's definitely not his best. Now it's Neymar, and he's surging through. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Bale. Nicely weighted ball. Vieri gets into a good position. Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Liverpool with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. Chance for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Italy finding their passes. Oh, super find. Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Italy! The breakthrough strike. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
So the first moment of real... It's Zico! He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Italy are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Goes for a shot! And that is a truly outstanding save.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Liverpool have their second corner now. In it comes.
Well played and well cleared.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He's picked his way through. A lot of space ahead of him. And the shot! And it's in! They are really purring here. And they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Italy are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Threads one in. Bonucci gets it clear.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Messi. Zico does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And here's Messi. And he's gone backward here. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Italy really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Italy have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Foot in. Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Zico. Zico going face-to-face with his great rival. Tries to pass it through. And that could set him on his way. He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's shifting through the gears here. Great chance! He's scored! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Italy are having a ball here. Edmilson. Messi. Pass somewhat off target. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Neymar. And he's picked out the run. That's tidy. Oh, what a mistake! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Has a look and plays it forward. And here's Bale. Raul. Edmilson. Here's Vitinha. Now it's Neymar. It's played through for him. He's found a way through. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, no joy this time. And it's Neymar. And they win it back again. Vitinha. Aimed beyond the defence. Hausen is there, and he can get that clear. Cristiano Ronaldo! It wasn't a great header in the end. Zanetti, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Now it's Neymar.
Pretty robust defending.
Zanetti demonstrating his defensive quality there. Edmilson. Now it's Neymar. And that has left him in a heap. Nicely aimed pass. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Italy can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Now, Franco Baresi, still to this day, the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection and knowing instinctively when to bring the ball out of defence. It's almost like having a defender and a playmaker combined.
Pinches it off him. Zico. Dani Olmo. Paris Saint-Germain do have a chance to counter here. Zico. And it's Edmilson. And it's Neymar. The ball has bounced loose now. And this is Neymar.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's done very well to take that back. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pelé. Now it's Neymar. Zico. That is great defending, so alert. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And it's Zico. Neymar. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball. Bonucci cuts it out. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Face to face with the keeper. That's going to go a long way. Oh, this looks sharp. Ambitious ball here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Pelé gets flagged offside. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Zico.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that could well leave a mark. And he's there to get it away. Zanetti. Zanetti crosses. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Vitinha. And the first 45 minutes are up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Pelé. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. And he's heaved it away. Roberto Carlos. And it's Neymar. Ball is over the line. Just about up to the hour now. Neymar. And that's really well manoeuvred. That'll be a throw. Ah, he's given it away. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Vardiol did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Zico is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Messi. That pass has been well intercepted. Passing nice and neat. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Cleared without complication. Knocks it into space. He slings it in. Koundé getting this one clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he lines up a cross. And that is out of play. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. That's the end. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Guti. Oh, well measured. And it's Maradona. Serginho. It's a searching pass. Serginho is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to play it through. Maradona. They're back in possession and ready to go. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
And it's Zico. Oh, well played, well played. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Italy still without a single shot on target. Serginho. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's a very decent ball. Chance, surely! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Guti. Now that looks a decent ball. Edmilson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And he's managed to get free. Neymar! Off the post! And that was very necessary. And it's Zanetti. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, what a climb! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first. Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Glorious! A finish of true class! They are really And the first half is done. So your views on the first half?
Italy clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Italy in control at half-time, 2-0. And we are already promptly back underway. Knocks it into space. Oh, what a ball! Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, he becomes a member of the exclusive 300 Club. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Italy find a position of real strength now. Defending was strong and firm. Zico! Oh, screamer! A finish right from the top draw. Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much.
Cristiano Ronaldo! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pelé. Oh, nice touch. Oh, it's Pelé! He's got away with one there. And this is Pelé. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And it's Vitinha. Vitinha really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out wide. Quality ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's picked his way through. And here's Yamal. Picked out brilliantly. Now, who's going to be first to this? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
A probing pass. Well read, nice interception. Great chance! Goal! First blood drawn. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So the first goal of the game.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Owen unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Pelé. He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That ball looks a good one. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substitution in progress.
And we're underway again.
Italy can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Owen. Nedved. Oh, that's a fine interception. Zico. Threads one in. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Khan punts it upfield. He's found a way through. We saw the oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence, that was never missing.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Bastoni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Kane. Now it's Pele. Oh, that's fabulous. Corner. Italy with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. It's a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind. Costa Curta. That's really well manoeuvred. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And here's the chance to counter. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Costa Curta. Vitinha conjures time and space where few can. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Yamal. That's good running with the ball. Neymar shapes to shoot! Goal, Italy! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Natal really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Shot a goal! Oh, taken with style! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. A moment that needed... and that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a